Hey everybody, it's a nice quiet morning here at the greenhouse. We haven't opened yet. I have my coffee. I thought let's go take a walk, see how everything's looking. We'll go outside too, see some of the stuff out there. If you're coming this weekend, we have the book truck coming. That's going to be a lot of fun. Kind of a different thing for a greenhouse, but that's what we're all about. So why not try something new? Should be a fun weekend, and we have plants. Let's go see them. So first off, we'll start with some new arrivals. Very nice large jasmine. And mandevilla just starting to roll in. So we have the large pink here. These are really nice quality plants too. And then the large red as well. And just getting ready to move into the store, the first of our topiary eugenias and standard gardenias. And the gardenias smell absolutely amazing. So to see our other greenhouse of plants, I have to walk outside and look at all of these great different sedums that are already outside. So these are for sale in the retail space. Premium varieties. I know personally, we just moved to a new house, so I'm going to be putting in a big rock garden this year. Look at those chick charms. So I'm excited about that. There's Floxy in the background barking. It's her favorite thing to do. And Louisia pushing flowers even in the cold. And nice gold heart, bleeding heart. And look at these coral bells. We grew all of this stuff right here, and they go all the way back. Here we are in one of our holding greenhouses, and we are just now sorting all of the Florida grown hibiscus. This is our first round of hibiscus, and they are nice. We also have some bush gardenia. Look at the size of the flowers. And we are sorting this today. So the first of these hibiscus should be available for the weekend. Obviously, don't put them outside quite yet. Look at that one. Amazing. So we're pretty picky. We really love the Hollywood series. That's what we bring out of Florida. It has unique flower colors and an abundance of flowers, kind of a step up from just your standard tropical hibiscus. And you can see we have a lot. Here we are in our second greenhouse. Lovely display of air plants. And the first of our Boston ferns are rolling in. We're going to release, hopefully, the pre-orders on Monday. Give us time to get everything sorted, but they look nice. Just a lot of nice plant material in here, and we'll be adding more today. Snake plant selection looks great. Always a lot of nice Hoyas. Huge monsteras if you're looking for something with some impact. Large philodendrons. Snake plants for miles. Look at that Spanish moss ball. Pretty cool. A lot of nice large floor plants. Large hanging basket monsteras. Pretty nice and full. These 10-inch monsteras are a good value. Some of the polka dot begonia. Nice little begonias for bonsai. Let's go in the other hut. And our rare plant selection still looking great. Nice variety. A lot of nice Hoyas. Yellow mandevilla just hit the store. These Australian tree ferns are awesome if you can give them the humidity. What a cool plant. This is one of the first plants that really kind of grabbed me when I was first getting into horticulture. These Grand Duke Jasmine are smelling great. It's a perfect size. I need to grab a couple of those for me. And of course the begonias. Such amazing color. Always great in the morning too. Look at that swirl. Ah, the orchids. Did go ahead and get some blooming orchids. Mini Phalaenopsis. And look at all this color over here. It smells great back in this area. It's a unique smell. These are the cutest little things. Show you size for reference. So yeah. So peaceful in here this morning. And the pottery selection is actually really amazing right now too. This is just in our Atlas greenhouse here. There's much more out in the Potter Saloon as well. So we'll sneak in greenhouse 1 really quick. A lot of nice material in here. A little bit brighter. Loving the palms and all the different ferns. Pretty little maiden hairs. Love the staghorns. Hoyas, Hoyas, Hoyas. Bird of paradise. We have different bananas in stock right now. We have dwarf Cavendish. We have the Ensete, the red Ensete. Those are hard to find this year. Look at all the great mini tropicals. These blooming orange ornithogalum. Nice plant. This is a cool new ficus for us. Trailing variegated ficus. Nice Chef Lara. Actually really nice. First of our eucalyptus have hit the floor. Those are grown in our large plug pots, so you just plant those right into whatever pot you want. And the beetle looking great. Some really choice specimen material. And herbs starting to roll out. Here is our Pesto Perpetuo. This is a variegated basil grown in our biodegradable pots on this one. And this is one that does not bloom, has never bloomed for us. That thing grows to be like the size of a boxwood every year for me. So, living up to its name, Pesto Perpetuo, it doesn't bloom. So you get a whole season of fresh basil out of it. And lemongrass. Elaine looking great. Just so many great offerings in here. And try and speed things up a little bit because I want to show you some stuff outside. You can see there's no shortage of plants if you're planning a trip this weekend. So I wanted to go over some of the new arrivals outside. Our Pocketbook Flowers just hit the floor. These are so fun. They're fairly hard to find annual. And they only last for a short period on the shelves because they're so cool, so they tend to sell very quickly. We have them in yellow, red, and orange. We're gonna pull them in on, I think Friday night. Osteo mixers, so these are just budded up. Those are gonna be great, but they still need a few more days. Of course, pansies, looking awesome. We're not pulling any of that stuff in. And more herbs rolling out every day. So some of our more cool tolerant stuff is already out, oregano and the different mints. And the perennial lot is just crammed with good stuff. Still a lot of peonies left. If you missed out on that. And here's one that goes fast. Ground cover phlox, just cracking color. These are cold grown, very, very nice plants. And cole crops, some very nice cole crops, different unique varieties. A lot of unique varieties here. So these are going to actually go on the tables today, and those will be staying out even if it gets cold. A lot of nice thyme too. So here's an area I've been very excited to show you, and if I wait until it's just the way I want it, I'll never show you. But we now have a selection, basically a whole nursery selection, and here are our rare and unusual grafted conifers. And we also have some very unique nursery stock over here. 1 second. Trish just went rolling by with a pallet full of pots for potting, so I paused the video. Variegated wisteria, dwarf Korean spice, viburnum, and a ton of unique magnolias. Really nice stuff. Some Japanese maples, hollies. I could probably do a whole walkthrough of this area alone, but look at all of this great stuff. Blooming shrubs, privacy screening. We're really breaking hard into this new space. So this is a whole new area for us. And we have hand selected what we think are some of the best performing plants for Central Ohio. And the best bang for the buck as far as color, durability, etc. So I'd encourage you to come check out this new space. We'll be filling these tables up. And you can kind of get to see our new, these aren't open to the public, but come back here, you can see the rear of the operation where we do a lot of our production. Those are the houses I took you on a tour of last night. We do have a number of nice azaleas and rhododendrons. Obviously, those are going to need some acid amendment and good compost. But they are looking great and just cracking color. So there's a whole new area to explore. And if miniature plants are your thing, we have this great collection of dwarf conifers and just dwarf ornamentals, and more coming out today too. This is a segment I love. These mix so great with hens and chicks and sedums. You can create your own little worlds. And strawberries, nice and frosty, and they don't care. Nice rhubarb as well, and a lot of nice perennials down here. Let's take a quick look in the succulent house. So we've been adding a lot of plant material in here, and I ran out of time, but just to show you a lot of nice stuff. Bigger plant material. So a lot of good stuff to see in here. Hanging baskets galore, very colorful. Still a lot of nice albuca. So I definitely encourage you to explore the succulent house if you do make a visit this weekend. Well, I ran out of time. Thanks for walking with me. Again, book bust this weekend. It's going to be a great weekend and a little cold, but we'll get through it. Spring is almost here, and more stuff is going to be rolling out every day. Thanks for walking with me.